So, as you can see, the back at Smithills Hall again. Yeah, and yeah, we're going to film the gargoyles because the bits we did a bit last week. We're going to do a bit more this week. It's going to be a bit less me and more of Alison's investigation. I did what I did last week, but yeah, we got quite a few good things last week. Very good. Got a few good EPPs, but Alison's here now, and she's just peeping into this room.
Oh, good evening everybody. Welcome again to Smithills Hall part 2. Tonight we're in the courtyard. I'm going to try and make contact with the pirate that was used to spend time here sometime in the late 1600s. He was being looked for by the government, so he came and hid out here. The family who owned it at the time hid him out here.
Yeah.
So I've had a walk around the bottom end and I've tried to pick him up, tried to get my spirit guide to pick him up, bring him forward. So I've got a surname for him actually. I think his surname is Bellamy.
Yeah.
So we need to look up which pirate that was because he is one of the famous ones.
Yeah.
So we're going to use the radio first and ask out and see if we can get anything through. We've set up EMF meters in this doorway and one in the doorway back there. And then we've got the spirit box on a bench over there, so if that goes off we'll just see what words come through. If it's anything connected with piracy, then we've got something. So we'll start by using spirit box first.
Yeah, it's just an ordinary radio, just in the middle of the white noise, and if we pick anything up, then yeah.
It's on there.
So it's all on.
Okay. I'm calling out to the spirit of the pirate that used to stay here at the hall. I had to walk around before and my spirit guide picked up the name Bellamy. Is that you? Or does that have some connection to you? Please come forward. Try to speak to me on this radio. Try and come through and tell me your name, tell me your story. I'm Alison.
I'm Andy.
And we're Spiritual Encounters. So that's picking up over there, so let's have a walk over and see what message is coming through. I just want to see if it's anything connected to if it's anything to do with the piracy there. Widely. It's saying widely.
Widely?
Okay.
No, it's not. It's going on.
The Golden Age of Pirates.
Where's it going? Widely. And as usual, when we walk away...
I'm feeling more stronger down in this corner where it's darker and where I've lit the lantern up.
Do you want me to bring the thing with us, see if it's...
yeah, bring it this way.
I'll go and get the thing.
I'm going to get more down there.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll put the lighting down there as well.
This is the thing we're using. Anything's more appropriate down here than
I felt before I came for a walk down this end, got my guide Lewis to come through because Lewis does live in that era. Lewis lived from 1658 to 1728, so he actually lived during the Golden Age of Pirates. So sometimes when I'm calling spirits from that era, it's like it's easier for him to get them through because he already himself came from that era. So Lewis walked down here with me before and he said we're going to get him stronger down this dark end, not up there. But it's probably because this courtyard bit here is one of the oldest sections of the building, like we did the part 1 last week. and went round and told the story of all the different sort of eras of the hall. But I'm getting the name Bellamy. Now whether Bellamy is the name of the pirate, like his real name, not his pirate name, or whether it was the family that are actually housing him here. So what happened? Come through, please, Captain Bellamy, if you're here. All I know about him is the government were looking for him. So he didn't sail into London or Bristol, the regular ports. He sailed into Liverpool, and he struck a deal in the taverns on the docks around Albert Dock in Liverpool with someone. They could smuggle into this hall and hide him out for about 3 months. So he came here and he was hidden for 3 months. And there's still musket ball holes in the bottom windowsill, which I think we pointed him out last week.
Yeah, I think.
From, well, they think it might be from when he was staying here. Somebody was taking pot shots to get him out. So we're bringing forth this pirate tonight, please, this captain. We're friends. We love pirates. We love piracy. We love all that stuff. We just don't do the rum anymore. We just do a different kind of spirit, but please, if you're here, please come forward and tell us what was going on. Why were you chased across the seas? And why were you hiding out of this hole? Who helped you here? Who helped you? And did you leave any treasure behind? One of the biggest questions is, was there any treasure buried anywhere or any treasure left anywhere in this hole that hasn't been found yet? So please come forward. Please try and use this device if you can to talk to us. Okay, have you got the other one there with the spirit box on it? Let's see if there's anything behind that one. Alright, Lewis, try and bring him forward again. You had him right here before. He seems to have backed off.
Yeah.
If anybody asks, we're doing a paranormal.
Yeah.
We've got some people coming up now, so they're probably going to get involved because this is what tends to happen. Alright, we're not getting anything else at the minute. Just getting the same thing.
Do you want to try that radio on there?
Yeah. Hey, alright, we're just doing the paranormal.
Have we got anything yet?
Not yet,
Not yet.
but we've been up here a few times, and we got an EVP last week around the corner there. We asked how did you used to live here, and his voice went, yes, like that, really scary. So we were up here filming last week and we did about 45 minutes footage, but then the camera battery died, so we didn't catch that on camera. But we go all over to different haunted places.
Are you on YouTube and that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spiritual Encounters.
Oh, yeah.
Spiritual Encounters 666 is called.
I'm into all this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you come in, you can
Because
join
she's
us if you want,
security.
because we love, I mean, when we're out and about, we love bumping into people, just asking them, like, have you had any ghostly experiences or anything like that?
Well, we always walk round here, don't we?
Yeah.
We always walk.
Have you ever picked anything up? Like, anything you think?
Well, normally, well, what I've heard, if you go round
Yeah,
into the
across.
square,
Yeah.
Yeah.
normally you do see like an oldish lady,
Oh, okay.
like
okay.
moving
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
but it's very rare.
But that figures of what we got last week,
Yeah.
them EVPs,
Yeah.
MEVPs of them voices and stuff like
it
that.
sounded
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The Ainsworth family lived here for like 200 years, like all generations. And they're the ones that tend to haunt, like, you know, the Victorian bit at the front.
Yeah.
This bit round here, we're actually trying to get to at the minute a pirate because back in 1600s, there was one of the famous pirates, but I don't know which one. He should have come into Liverpool, he should have come into London or Bristol, but he didn't come in that way. He came into Liverpool because the government were after him, and they hid him out at this hall for about 6 months. So we're trying to see if we can get through.
Get through.
Yeah.
But we
so-
every weekend we come for walks,
Oh, it's
and
lovely
like
up
kids
here,
and
isn't
that,
it?
just
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
on a night walk and stuff.
I know, it's so
Yeah.
nice in it and peaceful and the woods and everything.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, I grew up just down the top end of Mallow Road anyway.
yeah.
And Andy's local, he comes from Braitmith, so like, you grow up with this place on the doorstep and you just come up anyway.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah, anytime you're down there, it's good. But we've done the overnights inside as well in the past. You always get
What
something.
experience have you had from that?
Oh right, let me think. Well, we did quite a bit of table tipping and stuff, didn't we? We did a sale. There's quite a few people there
Yeah.
that night, and everyone broke up into different groups. But this
Yeah,
bower
good.
room up here, that's one of the oldest bedrooms. And we were upstairs, me and Andy, and we're filming around. We did get like a mist coming past on camera, and we're like, well, it can't be smoke because we almost smoke in there. And there's no feet. But there's a little prayer room inside as well, and this smoke seems to go into that prayer room. So I was thinking like, is that what a ghost looks like? Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know, do we? I mean, the only thing I ever saw up here with my eyes was 2014. If you know inside where the end is.
Oh, look at this.
It was just for a history to the right.
Upstairs and things like that. Yeah, I mean, you can be on if you want. If you want to show yourself and go on,
Yeah, if you want to, you can.
it's up to it's entirely up to you.
This is what happens to people. They come along and they end up on that programme and they have no
It'll be
choice.
alright. It'll be alright.
Alright, anyway, if you
But
see
yeah,
anything, yeah,
good
come
luck.
back and let us know. Or if
Yeah.
you're walking round, just come back and let us know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Live your
Alright,
trip.
yeah, thanks
See you
a lot.
later.
See you later. Alright, so we'll get this spirit box back on. So I didn't hear anything coming through here yet, did you?
Do you want me to put the dead
I think
cam
we'll
on?
put that down
Do you
somewhere.
want me to put that dead cam on?
Yeah, put that on. See, this is why it's always worth talking to local people about, you know.
Yeah, of course it is, because you never know what-
And like I've said before, anybody who's watching, if they want to come and join us, you know, or if you just run into us, we're more than happy for you to come and join. We're not the kind of people who's going to start having a strop and go, ooh. If you want to come,
Well, people-
you're welcome to join.
People are coming up.
Yeah, everyone's got an access.
Run a bit of dead. We're going to run a bit of dead cam now.
Yeah, so anyway, I think what's happened is we did get him through before, but I think he's backed off a little bit now because of people. I think he was aware there was going to be some people coming in, but I've got
Yeah.
the name Bellamy for this pirate, right? Now I don't know if that's his surname or a name of somebody who helped him. He's one of the famous pirates, but I don't know which one, and I wish I really knew. I know that Edward Teach
Yeah.
was Blackbeard, so that rules him out. But we'll have a look. I've got a book of pirates at home, so what I'll do is I'll check those names. And if any one of them was called Bellamy, then that's the guy we've got here. So Lewis is doing his best to bring him back round again. He was standing over there before. But if you can just use one of these instruments, I think what it is with, I find with ghosts, sometimes they're a bit frightened of this equipment and they don't want to come forward because they don't
Yeah.
understand it. Same like we don't understand,
Yeah, of course they don't.
you know, brand new things,
Yeah.
or we are scared of ghosts because they're from a different century. I sometimes think that we have the same effect on them. So if you put the spirit talker on, or deadcom are we using?
I can't really read that, what that says in my eyes.
Yeah,
have
it's
gone.
deadcom. Right,
Yeah,
so let's try with this then.
It's working.
The piano.
The piano?
Piano. Okay, so tell me about the piano. What connection have you got to the piano?
Is there a piano in here?
I'm not sure.
I know,
I
there's
don't
one in that far room.
think- Is there a piano?
Do you know where you got that shadow?
Yeah.
There's a piano in there.
In the old lady Ainsworth's room.
There's a piano. See, she keeps
Yeah.
coming. She.
Lady. It's just said lady.
Lady.
Ainsworth.
She's.
So Lady Ainsworth
Oh
has got
God,
to come through.
took
then.
me tears.
So what we need to
Somebody's
do,
just.
when we're finished in this courtyard here, we'll go round to the other side where her room is and we'll try there, yeah. But let's just, I want to work more on this pirate
Yeah.
list because I'm pretty
She's
sure
just
we've
gone
got-
through me.
It just said piano and lady, so it's minor. That, as in a small minor.
Minor,
not
as a small,
minor,
as a
like
small.
a
Yeah.
child. So maybe she's got a child with her then, maybe.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about the bower room, and that bower room really.
Yeah,
is
we were,
for
'cause
kids.
that's
where
where-
the crib and the.
that's where that
toy
crib
room
is,
and
isn't it?
things
Yeah.
like that is.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, this pirate Bellamy, Captain Bellamy, can you please come forward, please, if you're here? Don't be afraid. We're no harm at all. We're applied. Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Applied.
I
We're
mean-
not with the government. We've not come to find you. We're not looking for trouble. We just want to know your story. We love the golden age of pirates. Francis Drake, Elizabeth I, Walter Raleigh, all of that. And I think if Lewis tells me that he was just before that era,
Yeah.
he was more sort of like late Henry. Well, yeah, round about when Elizabeth I was young. I think he was, because piracy sort of started 1660 and ran till about 1720.
Yeah.
But it became more of a privateer thing from 1700 onwards.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, he was really strong over there in that corner where that door is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the EMF meter and bring it down and put it in that door because we've got another EMF in the top here.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, you never know. You know. People come up here
Take it
and
down to this door in the corner. 'Cause
you go on.
this is where I'm feeling we've got
Yeah.
more energy.
Yeah.
See, this is a really old room. This is the barrel room. You can probably see if you put the camera right up. You could probably see straight through there. The stairs
See?
and that table there, and that case at the back there,
Yeah.
and the door frame. That's all like from 1600s. All that stuff.
Yeah.
So this table here, I think is probably a kind of table they'll put maps on it.
Yeah,
You know,
they
for
would.
reading maps and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Alright. We've got our own estimate to do.
Just going to have a little nosy.
Oh, yeah,
David
alright.
on.
Yeah,
probably
don't worry.
Anything up?
You've probably seen these on Paranormal
Yeah.
channel EMS. Yeah. So we're going to put them in. We've got one in this doorway. I'm going to put one in
Yeah.
the doorway down there because sometimes if you've got spirits coming and going from doorways, then
It'll
they'll start
flicker up to
flickering
red.
there. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put this one right down there. In the
It's
corner.
the other one here. It was just on red.
You'll know who it goes on with.
It does actually. It does.
It will
Very quick.
flicker. If
Right.
you keep an eye on it, it will flicker.
We're using this at the minute, and we just picked up. We asked, is there any spirit people here? And it came through Lady and piano. So we're thinking that's Lady Ainsworth's room at the back. It's got a piano in it. So, but for that spirit, we need to be round the other side because this
Yeah.
bit is the old bit, and that bit was where her family lived. But we picked up on her last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
What was that saying? Pen, something about pen. Well, they would have used pens, wouldn't they?
Pen.
And quill, feather pens. But we was just talking about this room here. I think the pirate has slept in this room and used this room, and I think there's like a big round table in there where they might have drawn maps, you know, because back in them days they used to draw maps, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we was just having a peek through there. But there's still, in this, you probably see them at daytime, you can't really see them, there's still some musket ball holes actually in that windowsill there at the bottom.
Yeah, I
He's
think
around,
it's
he's got
there.
his torch now.
I think it's there.
There are musket ball holes where somebody's tried to hit and bounced off because when we went up to Edinburgh, and we've done the whole of Edinburgh, the Edinburgh bolts, everything, they took us and showed us some musket ball holes in the wall, and Bill exactly his name was that, so I was thinking, they must be musket ball holes from that time. So I'm thinking that if he was up there and somebody's come looking for him, he might have fired a musket to try and get him to come to the window. That's what I'm thinking anyway. You get stuff through on these and then you try and piece it together yourself, you know, little bits and bats. Well these, anyone can get these on the phone. You go on spirit box, a ghost box, and then you can pick different ones and if you're in a haunted place and stick it on, dask out. Because it scans the area and if there's any spirit people talking or trying, it can come through on the other message.
I always got that twin paranormal.
Yeah, they're all good, all good.
Oh,
Watch them
the
every
two twins.
Sunday.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah, really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Just brought out that 16 YouTuber one.
Oh,
alone,
yeah, they are.
Where
Yeah.
they send them to different locations and
Oh,
that,
yeah,
and
it's
they've got to
good.
stay overnight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
And
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going doing
Just come up once at second one night.
Oh, is
watching
it?
that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I love watching them. Boss. Why is it saying boss?
There's what?
It says boss. It
Boss?
must can't be an old ghost if it's saying boss, can it?
No, not really. I don't know.
No, I don't know. Sometimes
It's
you
a
get
new
stuff
one.
like
I'm
that,
just.
Yeah, so next Saturday night we're going to do the skivvy in Wales. We're not having a go in overnight. We go different locations every week, but if we're at home we'll just do something local.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on any EMF meters. I've put one on that doorway and I've put one in the doorway at the
Just
bottom.
don't say it.
So we'll just ask out and then we'll start looking. Maybe we have to go to different people then and then when we get questions we've got that person.
Would you want to try?
Lady Ainsworth.
Do you want to try that?
Oh, yeah, let's try that.
Turn that off.
Right, you set that down. Right, this is one of them, do you know EVP records?
yeah, you can do.
Yeah, so we can ask out and see.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, because I can't see it, no. Oh, you switched on, that's how I've got it.
Yeah.
Right, so, recording now, yeah.
No, I
Put it on
don't.
record.
I'll
Just put it on record and then we can start asking out and they can actually listen back while these guys are here and if we get anything, we can all hear it, innit?
I don't mind it, but if I see something,
I know it freaks people out. I know a lot of people do. They're like, I don't want to see it. They want to be a part of it, but they don't want to see anything. You just put it on record and I'll just go that way and then come back this way and then ask a few questions and then we'll play it back. See if we get anything. Put it on record, yeah.
Yeah, just press that red one, and when you want to stop it, just press the...
We'll just keep it rolling then until... okay.
Ah,
Alright, are there any spirit people? Is there a pirate here? If you're here, would you like to come forward and tell me your name or speak into this device? Are there any other spirit people here? Back and see,
do you want me to play it back?
just let you play it back. Sometimes you can't see it dark, your buttons and stuff. Alright, are there any spirit people? Is there a pirate here, please? If you're here, would you like to come forward and tell me your name or speak into this device? Are there any other spirit people here? Lady Ainsworth, did you try and come through before? Or have we got Colonel Ainsworth here from last week? Would you like to give us any message, anything at all? We need to play it on camera anyway because we never showed it, did we? When we were around there last week, sat on that bench, we asked a few questions, but then we asked, did you used to live here? And it goes, yes! We've still got it on here, so we'll let you hear it.
Yeah, it should be somewhere.
Yeah, I know. It was scary. We were scared. But you don't hear it with your ear. This is the thing. You only hear it when you play it back.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, like we were up at Wally Abbey and I went filming around on my own. Andy went one way and I went the other. And I was asking all these questions with the radio. And I didn't hear anything with my ears, but when we played it back, we put it on YouTube and you hear this like, and then my phone goes right off. It's just, and you just know something was with you, do you know what I mean? But you didn't know something was with you at the time. That's the bit that's scary.
It's actually about when you get to about 150.
Yeah.
He was so positive in the beliefs
Yeah, I forgot that.
that actually
It's when you say what's your name and that. Or did you live here?
No, it's it's the previous one.
Yeah.
It's the one before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I do.
Might just be animals. Sometimes you hear like all this night time.
How old are you?
Yeah, it's not far off that. But when it gets to 150.
Yeah, and it says, did you used to live here? Just listen.
Did you live here?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I say
I heard
yeah.
that then, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't hear it with your ear, you know, only when you go back home and you connect it all up and play it back, that's when you hear it and you think, oh my god, somebody answered us back.
We had that all the week, didn't we?
Yeah.
That growled on us.
The good thing about them is you can like just listen it straight away when you've done it, so if there's something there you can start then doing, you know, get your equipment and try and pick it up, whoever it is. Sometimes, like I think when people gather together doing this, I think they sometimes come around like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
These people, what have they got? I
Yeah,
think they're like
yeah.
more curious, like what
Yeah.
are we doing? Because it's their house, isn't it? And we're all here doing this. It's like, who are these? Who are these people looking through the window and having a nosy and talking around in it? I sometimes think, what do they feel like if they can see us doing paranormal like this? Well, they used to do it at Victorian
I
times.
mean, have you ever asked them if you can do it inside?
We can go
when-
in, you know, when you buy the tickets and do the overnight,
Right.
we can go on that, yeah. But I think you have to like pay a lot of money and hire the hall out if you want to do
It
that.
costs you about
Yeah.
400, 500
We asked
pounds.
about,
But I mean, it's
Edinburgh
alright if you
and-
can get a few doing it, but
Yeah.
you like your insurance and all that lot.
Yeah, because we're gonna do Edinburgh Vault for one of your birthdays, weren't we? But
Yeah.
it's gonna be like £600 just to hire Edinburgh Vaults for the night. But I mean, if you do it just one time, then it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you like doing this stuff, get it to yourself. But yeah, definitely there's a pirate connected to this courtyard. These two rooms here, definitely. No, we've not had anything come through yet, have we? Sometimes I think you have to give them a bit of time and then I'll walk about and come back and then they might come like the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they like scope you out, don't they?
Yeah, I
See,
think
like,
so,
what you're
yeah,
doing
they want to see
and
what
get a
you're
bit
all about
confident
first
with it.
sight.
Yeah.
See that red? Oh, wow. Look,
Is
that's
it flickering then, that?
yeah.
Oh, right, if that flickers, that means there's something probably coming through that door. They pick up like spirit energies. They're really used for electrical cables, but there's none like around here, so if it's not that, then it's going to be something
Why
else.
did it go red then? Or?
Did it flicker? Yeah.
When
So
it
there
went
could be.
blue.
See, they already used this door in and out. So if there's ghosts coming in and out, they'd set that off. And we did get an orb once coming through this door. But I got it on the phone. It came through and went that way. That was pretty good, wasn't it? The orb. Years ago, wasn't it? 10 years ago, that. So you put it on another spirit talker, see if we can get anything. Which is that one now. Oh yeah, try that one out. We haven't tried that one yet, have we? Yeah, you can try on yours as well, if you know what I mean? Just put your camera on and film round, and that's great. Anybody can pick it up on your phones or anything. So are there any spirit people who want to come through on this device? I'll take it, yeah.
You can probably hear it.
Let's
actually.
walk there with that little flickering a minute.
Yeah.
Large hall it says.
No, I put that on.
Oh, you put that on?
Yeah, it's
Right.
just same as
Alright. So you put in where we are, yeah.
yeah, it's same as the spirit box. Words will just
Okay.
just same as you hear it on them like your
Yeah.
radio and stuff like that.
Did you come through this door before? Please come through the door again. Tell us your name. What's your name? Are you one of the Ainsworths or are you someone from further back?
I don't know why,
Yeah,
but you know when it comes off, you have that square
yeah,
like facial recognition.
yeah.
Well, facial recognition come to that side of you,
Oh really?
and there's
What about so high?
about the same height,
Oh,
but
right.
just to that side of you.
Alright.
I don't know why that should come up. It's never done
Alright,
it
is somebody
before.
standing here in the courtyard with us? Can we show you some... That's when everyone moves away and oh no, don't stand next to me. Just come forward and tell, is it a pirate please? Because I've been asking out for you for about an hour now. We just want to talk to you and find out what your story is. Why were you here? What happened? Why were they after you? Because all that stuff you watch in the films, you know, the pirate movies, it's all true how it used to be back in those days. So why were the government chasing your unpaid taxes? Yeah, something. That was a man's voice then,
Something
wasn't
there,
it?
Dad.
Try and come through a bit clearer, please. Why did you come to this hall? Were you hiding away? What were they after? Hide. I'm sure he said hide. not
Hide.
Okay, so you're hiding. So the legends are true then? Because like, I always got the story passed down through my family about this pirate coming here, hiding away. Okay, so why were you hiding? Were you hiding in this room upstairs? This one here with the musket ball holes? No, I think it must be connected with that, those musket ball holes. Because they used muskets in that time.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you walk about, you can just pick it up yourself, the story, if you focus on it enough, do you know what I mean? And I think that he was in this room and they came shouting and he wasn't answering, so they fired the musket balls to bring his attention to the window. That's what I think happened here with this. Did you leave any treasure here at Smithills? Or did you bury any anywhere locally? If you do, tell us the location, then we can all get rich tonight. No more lottery tickets. Please try again to come forward because we heard you once. We love pirates. We're on your side. We hate the government and we hate paying taxes. We love pirates more. We love the adventure. We're friends.
I feel that's like something like we love you.
Did you hear something then?
I feel like we love you or something.
Were you here on your own or did you have some friends, some crewmates with you? I think it's trying. Did this flicker again, this? No. See, I've got a feeling this pirate is more stronger down that
Do
end.
you want to try him down there?
Yeah.
Oh.
But before
Have you got one of these down
That's
there?
why we put that lantern down there to try and bring him forward. Because we've got some little bits and pieces at home that we like to try and use to bring certain spirits forward. Things that they would have used, you know what I mean? Things they would have used. We won't drag in the treasure chest up here tonight, will we? We'd all just take the lantern, it's easier. Okay, I got the surname Bellamy before when I was working on my own, so can you come through please? When it's you.
Said it was stood next to me.
I know.
I nearly ran down there.
You know, if you feel like a really cold, shivery feeling, like, you know, when someone says, oh, someone just stepped over your grave, that can be a spirit person standing close to you, getting into your aura, you know, that can make that happen. Come forward if you're here.
I ain't sleeping tonight.
Come closer to us.
You will.
Come closer to us.
Trickle bloody Lola, you know.
Tell us a story about the sea, your life on the oceans. Are you blowing smoke at us? Alright, I saw mystical past then.
Alright, it's only me.
Better say on the thing, innit? This is my smoke.
That's just me.
I'll switch this radio off here. It's not very good. Alright, you were standing in this corner before, so... Try something else. Oh, we've not got necrophonic yet, I've got to try that.
Yeah, go on.
I've got necrophonic on because we've not tried that
Yeah.
yet, have we? We've got, so we did get a man's voice through, said hiding, didn't it? So I've got put the necrophonic on. See, I felt he was standing like in this corner here when I was walking around before. And I think he's kind of this area.
That's the one
down there for some reason, probably because it's the gateway and you can be seen there.
That's the one I used last week for that Estes. It seems to come through a lot clearer on that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you here? Were you standing in this corner before? I had a sense that you were around here somewhere. Please try and come through and speak to us. Give us a message. Anybody? But we're really trying to connect with the pirate tonight. We've done other spirits over the last few weeks, haven't we? So we're trying this one tonight. Please come forward if you're here, Captain Bellamy, if I've got your name right. And if it's not the right name, please tell me what name it is. I'll look in the book of pirates at home and see if any one of them have the surname Bellamy.
Yeah.
Because if it is, then that's him. But I've definitely got before Bellamy. So, just don't know name. But I've got this book of history of pirates at home with all the names listed, so I'm going to check that later and see if it matches. I have a feeling, I mean, I'm not psychic at all, but sometimes when you do this stuff all the time, you can just pick it up anyway. Anyone can, you know what I mean? You don't have to be like gifted that way. I just have a feeling walking around, you know, just checking things
Just
out,
have a check.
making sure it's safe.
Might do.
It's It's not harmful or anything like that. You can't hurt you. You don't need to worry about anything like that. They're like shadows that you can pass by, but they can't do anything to you. I don't see a lot of these horror films, but that's a totally different thing. That's something like this, what these don't see, not like that. So come forward, Captain Bellamy, if you're here, please come and stand over here, then we can feel you. I'll try and send us some message through this, then we can understand what you want to say. We're not here to cause trouble. And we've not brought the police or the government or anything like that. We're just here to talk to ghosts and spirits. Everybody here's got an interest in it, so you can talk to anybody. Maybe you want to talk to Andy, or maybe you want to talk to other people here. Maybe he doesn't understand this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right, I know. Just try it on the yes and no's.
Yeah, try it on the yes and no's. That might be easier, mightn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want me to do it, or can you do it? So just do yes and no questions. And
Yeah, I'll put it on that other one. Yes and no.
we could ask for George Marsh actually as well, because you've heard of George Marsh? Or he was a priest back in the 1500s. They've got a few sketches of him inside on the wall. White curly hair, a white beard and a hooded robe, and what happened was they wanted him to turn to Catholic Church and he wouldn't. He wanted to stay Church of England. So they brought a court here and held the court upstairs and said to him, like, you know, you have to turn Catholic, or, and he wouldn't. So they took him to Lancaster prison and they put him to death there. They burned him at the stake. Well, they took him to Lancaster and they burned him at the stake at Chester. But he had his trial here. But he's been seeing the women that work here during the day, the cafe and all that. They've actually seen him. There's a big mirror in there. They said we've looked through the mirror and caught him in the back, and when we turn around, he's gone. So if you talk to the ladies who work up here in the daytime, they'll tell you that they've
You
seen
just
him.
hold the camera
Yeah.
for a second, like
Alright, yeah.
sort this out.
Yeah.
It's like my phone's just died.
Your phone's just died. No, don't say this now. This happened up Rivington Pike the other week at the top.
We could be using the energy.
Yeah, they could be draining the energy, yeah. Yeah, it might be that, Andy.
First time, will it?
No, it won't be the first time. We've had batteries drained before, haven't we?
I can do this on here now. I'm right here.
Alright. Well, do you want to ask out for a bit then?
Alright,
Film
alright.
because they might come forward to you. It might make a difference if a man's doing it.
It'll give you an ask a question.
Yeah.
Just, you just need to just give you a yes and no.
Were you a pirate? Just jump in between a minute.
Yeah, we'll eventually just stop on one.
Okay, have we got a spirit of a pirate here?
Yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay, so have we got Lady Ainsworth?
Lady Ainsworth here.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, so is Lady Ainsworth. She loved this hall. It was her home.
Were you the
But-
one who we were talking to last week? Very strong here.
You think so? Yeah. Well, she'd probably come out in this courtyard, didn't she? It would have been her garden, all this.
No. Was it your husband who we were talking to last week, Colonel Ainsworth? Or it was stronger? No.
Really?
Was it a priest or a monk or what? Somebody from the church who we were talking to?
Do you know? I'll tell you to ask for. Ask for Rose Fletcher. I'll tell you in a minute about Rose Fletcher.
Is it Rose Fletcher?
What's it saying? Yes.
Just thinking about it.
Right, because
Yes.
she was. Oh, right.
Yes.
Right. Well, she was a maid that worked here about 1840, and
Are you happy talking to us?
that corridor at the top was like servants' halls where they all lived, and so they used to use the stairs to come down to the kitchens and things. And
Yes.
yeah,
quite
it's her.
difficult to talk to.
She fell down the stairs and was found dead at the bottom of the stairs, and they never found out whether somebody pushed her or whether she tripped on a skirt. Nobody ever found out what happened to her, but she.
When you
I've gone really cold now. I think it's her,
When you
innit?
passed away, were murdered or was it an accident?
You need to ask yes or no.
Was it an accident? Yes.
Oh, so she tripped because they used to wear the long
Yes.
skirts in them days,
Yes.
so they think that she
Yes.
maybe just tripped over the
Yes.
skirt. Because apparently she was really lively and hyperactive, and she used to run about and love doing everything. And I think they thought she just tripped over her skirts and
Was she
fell
a
down
maid?
the stairs.
Just a maid?
Rose Fletcher, she was a maid, yeah.
Were you a maid here? Yes or no? Yes.
Oh, so it's her then?
Yes.
Well, it said lady, didn't it? Well, that would make sense.
Did you work for the Ainsworths?
Yeah, she would have done. Because they was there from 1800.
No.
No,
It says no.
maybe she was before that then, just a different family might have been here just before. Maybe. But maybe they had one boss though, you know, like in,
Yeah.
if anybody's watched Downton Abbey, they work for one head servant, don't they? And then that person works for the whole family. Perhaps it was like something like that. But yeah, them servants' bells, there's some servants' bells in there. They used to ring on their own, but they had to disconnect them. They disconnected them eventually.
I'm going to use this spirit board. Can you give me the first letter of your name? Move this gradually. First letter of your name. Yeah? Oh,
Just ask her, did she ever ring the servants' bells downstairs to get attention?
did you ever ring the servants' bells downstairs to get attention after you passed away? Yes.
Yes, well, that's what happened
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Because this used to be for elderly people as well. In 1970s, they had elderly people and they had to move them out because the doors kept slamming and they said they were terrified. They said, we can't live here anymore. And my mum actually met one of them ladies that moved out from here.
So do you still
Then they
ring-
moved
do you
mental health patients in after
still
that
ring
for a
the
few years,
bells?
and they said the same thing. They said it's haunted. You could hear people walking about at night and things like that. So in there, I think it's always active. They actually disconnected the bells now, so I don't know if they can.
Yes, she still rings.
She still rings them,
yeah.
really,
Yeah.
because where she fell,
Yeah.
if you turn that corner into the passage, the bells are just there. But I know after she passed away, because they kept a journal here, you know, about paranormal and
Is
all
there
that.
anybody else here who wants to talk to
The
us?
bells used to ring on their own, the servants' bells.
Yes. Is it Colonel Ainsworth? It's not.
Oh God, he's an angry man. He doesn't like.
Yeah, he wasn't. Not pleasant.
He doesn't. Him and his wife had separate rooms because they couldn't get along at all.
The guy, yes.
Yeah, he don't like women. He doesn't like women. That's why when we did a seance up, we went inside one time, and all the women went in his room, and all the men went in her room, and
Do you
just
like
to stir
us
up the
being here?
activity.
If it is Colonel Ainsworth,
He won't like us being here. It's
probably not.
Go on.
What did you think it were going to say?
No, of course he doesn't like anyone. He
Well-
never liked anyone, that guy.
Whether you like it
Ever.
or not, we're staying here. So are you going to make yourself known?
You'll show yourself on this camera if you can. Or speak on the camera, tell us to go away.
Because I'm not going to go until you tell us to go away. Or you prove that you're here. No.
No. Oh, so he's not going to do what we asked,
So,
is
for being such a big man, you're not very tough, are you? So, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. So, you're going to have to make me go. So, thanks for that for you. this or not?
No.
Are you going to make me go?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on then. Let's see how you're going to do that
Well,
then.
come on then. If you're going to make me go, make me go. What are you going to do? Are you going to push me away or are you going to scare me? Are you going to scare me? No.
So he's going to do something else then. Are you going to come through on the...
Are you
have
going
we got
to talk?
some...
Are you going to talk to us?
Show yourself on the camera.
No.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, obviously you are.
Did you hear something over there?
Yeah, that's why I walked over there, mate.
Right. You know, there's been a monk scene coming from the hall this way because I think there used to be some steps down there because they tend to go, even though they've changed it all now, the reason that ghosts walk through walls is because there used to be a door there and it's the same down here. If there was steps there, ghosts might still go down them steps even though they're not there, do you know what I mean? Because that might be that you've picked up on. My dad saw that years ago. My dad was a paranormalist.
Well, actually,
He brought me up doing all this
he's
stuff.
He's not going to get us. He's not going to make us go. He's going to get somebody else to make us go.
Oh really? Like who? His
Are you
wife.
Are you going to get somebody?
His wife's going to kick us out.
Are you going to get one of your servants?
I thought I heard some feet crunching there. When you went over there, I thought I heard something as well. We heard some feet over there, and both of us heard the same thing. So I'm just wondering if it's.
Yeah, it felt like it was just past.
Do you think it just
like
walked
in
past
the
you?
dark part.
I wonder if it's
Like
that
just
monk then.
Kind of walking through or something.
I bet it's that monk that's been seen, that black hooded monk, probably the same one that went through it.
I'll just have a look and see if there's anybody.
Yeah, just go around here because we've both heard that like feet. Yeah, we both heard it. It's like feet crunch, like that one. Just right here where we're, roughly here. But there has been a monk seen by a couple of people coming from that church on end along this path and into them shrubs there, like there used to be steps there or something.
It sounded like